right, thank you guys. Welcome to our NHL video here today for Sunday, March 7th. And if you're new here, I just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to my channel. My name is Brock Page, and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. And if you end up liking what you see here today, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and join the Brock Page family. I'd love to have you. And with that, guys, we're going to dive into some NHL action here today. A little bit late today, so we're not going to be able to cover the noon game, but we are going to start with the 2:30 game, and that's going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Chicago Blackhawks. Once again, that's a 2:30 p.m. Eastern puck drop in the Windy City. The Tampa Bay Lightning, they are the $2.10 favorite on the money line. Total's 5.5. Now, Chicago's plus $1.75 for an outright win at home. They're also minus 155 catching the goal and a half on the puck line. Kevin Lankinen's projected in the net for Chicago. Andrei Vasilevsky for the Lightning. Now we are 7-1 in our last 8 crowd pleaser teasers on my Patreon website. We're also 11-1 in our last dozen extra daily pick tier package plays on that Patreon page as well. And if you want to access today's extra daily pick, it's only going to cost you just $2.99. Now, we currently have over 1,200 members signed up and active on that page. And if you want to join those folks and get in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. Once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And despite a really solid start to the 2021 campaign, we're looking at a Tampa team who hasn't been so great on the puck line away from home. Out of their 12 road games, they've cashed in on the puck line just 5 times. And they're coming fresh off a 4-3 loss to Chicago just a few days ago. Now, the Lightning's averaging just 2.9 goals per contest when they travel. They're taking on a Blackhawk team who's 1-7 out of their last 10 outings. And they've also cashed in on the puck line in 75% of their home games. Now, Chicago averages nearly 33 offensive shots on goal at home, and they rank in the top 3 in the NHL in home scoring. Alex DeBrincat has 14 goals on the season, along with 14 assists for 28 total points. DeBrincat's also a +7 so far on the year. Meanwhile, Patrick Kane's got 11 goals on the season himself, 26 total assists as well. Excuse me. Now, scoring-wise, 5 out of Chicago's last 7 got over the total of 5.5 goals. They're officially 7-5 to the over as the home team. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay has seen 6 out of their last dozen road games get over the line themselves. I'm going to lean toward the Chicago Blackhawks plus 1.5 in the over 5.5 goals. Next matchup, Panthers, Canes, 5 o'clock East. The Carolina Hurricanes are minus $1.40 on their home ice. Number 6 juice slightly to the under. Now, Florida's plus $1.20 on the money line, minus 190 on the puck line. Chris Driedger is expected in the net for the Panthers. James Reimer for the Hurricanes. But despite being the steady favorite in this contest here, Carolina lost 3 out of their last 6 contests, throwing out the Detroit game. And if you're looking to lay the 1.5 on the puck line with Carolina, they've cashed in on the puck line in just 10 out of 23 puck line plays this season. Now, they're taking on a Panther squad who plays real good puck on the road, 8-1 with an overtime loss on the road this season, 60% against the number in those contests. Florida currently leads the NHL in offensive shots on goal. They also lead the NHL in road scoring. John Huberdeau leads the club in goals with 10 of them. He's also got 28 total points, and he's a +6. Meanwhile, Alex Barkov has 18 assists on the season himself, 26 total points, and a +7 when he's on the ice as well. The Panthers are allowing just 2.7 goals per contest when they travel. And when it comes to the total on this one, 3 out of Florida's last 4 outings got over the total of 6 goals. They're officially 60% to the over when they travel. Meanwhile, the Hurricanes are 6-3 to the over in their last 9 at home, 15-8 to the over for the entire season. Give me the Florida Panthers plus $1.20 in the over 6 goals. Next matchup, it is going to be Devils Bruins, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Now, the Boston Bruins are the heavy $2.60 favorite on the money line. Total's 5.5 flat. if you like the Devils and an upset on the road here, they're plus 215 to win it. They're also minus 130 to keep it close. Aaron Dell's the probable goaltender for New Jersey. Tuukka Rask for the Bruins. Now Rask comes into this game with a solid 8-3 record through 11 starts, 257 goals against average, 902 save percentage. The Bruins currently lead the NHL in defensive shots on goal at home. They're allowing just 2.1 goals per contest at the Garden. Now they're squaring off against a struggling Devils squad who's on a 5-game losing streak, and they also dropped 8 out of their last 9. Now Jersey ranks dead last in the league in defensive shots on goal on the road. They're allowing 36 shots on their netminder a game, and that's certainly bad news for Aaron Dell, who's he got the loss in his only 2 starts of the season, and he also put up a 372 goals against average and an 877 save percentage. Now, total-wise, 4 out of Jersey's last 6 contests got over the total of 5.5 goals. The Devils are officially 75% to the over on the road. Meanwhile, 4 out of Boston's last 6 got over the 5.5 as well. They also have the firepower to be able to put this one over the line themselves, on their lonesome. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean toward the Boston Bruins minus 1.5 and the over 5.5 goals. All right, next contest. It is going to be Capitals versus the Flyers, 7 o'clock East at the Wells Fargo Center. The Caps are the slight minus 115 favorite, number 6 juice to the over. Vanacek's in net for the Caps, Hart for the Flyers. Phillies won 4 out of their last 6 contests. The Flyers also rank in the top 10 in the NHL in scoring on average per game. James Van Riemsdyk and Joel Farabee each have 10 goals apiece for the Fly Guys, 26 total points on the year for Van Riemsdyk. Now the Flyers are 6-2 with 2 overtime losses at the Wells Fargo Center this year. They're taking on a Washington Capitals team who's in the bottom 10 in the league in goals allowed. They're also in the bottom 10 in offensive shots on goal as well. Washington has lost their last 5 straight games against Philadelphia. And when it comes to the total in this one, Washington is 60% to the over in their last 10 meetings with Philadelphia, 14-9 to the over for the entire season. Meanwhile, Philly is 60% to the over at the Wells Fargo Center, 14-7 to the over for the entire season themselves. I'm going to lean toward the underdog Philadelphia Flyers minus 105 and the over 6 goals. Next matchup, Rangers, Penguins, 7:30 p.m. Eastern start time in Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Penguins are minus 150, number 6. D. Smith for the Pens, Georgiev for the Rangers. New York's on a 3-game winning streak, 6-2 straight up in their last 8. Now the Rangers are also in the top 5 in road scoring, top 10 in road goals allowed. Alex Georgiev has a 279 goals against average and a 906 save percentage. Now the Rangers are also a staggering 8-1 on the puck line in their last 9 road games. They're taking on a Pittsburgh squad who dropped 3 out of their last 6 contests themselves. Pittsburgh's also successfully covered the puck line in just 4 out of 11 home games this year. Now Casey DeSmith looks like he's going to be in net here today. He's making his 7th start for Pittsburgh, and he comes into this contest with an 893 save percentage. Now, total-wise, Pittsburgh is 7-4 to the over at home, 14-9 to the over for the season. I'm going to lean toward the underdog New York Rangers plus $1.30 and the over 6 goals. Next matchup, Predators, Stars, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The Dallas Stars are minus $1.60, totals 5.5 juice to the under. Jake Oettinger expected for the Stars, Pekka Rinne for the Predators. Now, Dallas has lost 12 out of their last 15 contests. They rank in the bottom 5 in the league in shots on goal. The Stars are currently averaging just 2.7 goals per contest. Now, they're taking on a Nashville club who's 60% against the puck line in their 10 road games, 4-3 straight up in their last 7 outings, throwing out last night's contest with Florida. Nashville is in the top 5 in offensive shots on goal on the road, and they're led by Philip Forsberg, who has 10 goals thus far in the season and 24 total points. Now, scoring-wise, 4 out of Nashville's last 6 got over the total of 5.5 goals. The Preds are also 60% to the over in their 10 road games as well. I'm going to go ahead and lean toward the underdog Nashville Predators plus $1.40 and the over 5.5. And with that, guys, we're going to dive into our next and final matchup of the show. It is going to be Senators versus the Flames, 9:30 p.m. East. The Calgary Flames are minus $1.70, total 6 flat. Riddick for the Flames, Murray for the Senators. Matt Murray's just 6-11 through 17 starts, 372 goals against average, 883 save percentage. The Senators have won just 8 of 26 contests this season, and they rank dead last defensively in goals allowed. They're taking on a Calgary squad who's got David Riddick between the pipes here today, and although his record doesn't indicate greatness, Riddick still has a fairly decent 293 goals against average and a 904 save percentage. Now, Calgary's allowing just 2.7 goals per contest at the Scotiabank Saddledome. And when it comes to the scoring in this one, the Flames are 5-4 to the over in their last 9 on their home ice. They're also 5-4 to the over in their last 9 meetings with Ottawa. I'm going to lean toward the Calgary Flames winning this one straight up and the over 6 goals. And with that, guys, we're going to dive into our quick pick recap. Once again, powered to you by my Patreon website, where we are 7-1 in our last 8 crowd pleaser teasers on that Patreon page. We're also 11-1 in our last dozen extra daily picks on that Patreon site as well. I like Chicago plus 1.5 over 5.5. Florida plus $1.20 over 6 goals. Boston minus 1.5 over 5.5. Philadelphia minus 105 over 6 goals. Rangers plus $1.30 over 6. Nashville plus $1.40 over 5.5. And before I give you my next and final free pick for the show here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button if you end up enjoying today's video. I'd love to stay connected with you. Give me the Calgary Flames on the money line in the over 6 goals. One final reminder here, guys. All my content here on my YouTube channel is for entertainment purposes only. I don't make any guarantees of any kind. With that, guys, that is going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my Patreon website. If you end up getting a package here today, just keep in mind we'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Sunday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.